I know you don't know me, but I'm proud of you. I'm very, very, very proud of you. Aren't you proud of you? I'm proud of you. Don't even know you. I'm proud of you. Because you're going against the grain. You're doing the stuff that people don't want to do. How many people have heard these cliches? You know, successful people do what unsuccessful people won't. Do you know that's been my mantra for 26 years? Every time I didn't want to do something, successful people do what unsuccessful people won't. Here's something that I want you to understand too, is that's really helping. Oh, by the way, for some of you that do know me, I guess I got to tell the story now. Here's the story. People come up to me and they ask me now, this lifestyle, I want you to understand this lifestyle. If you understand this lifestyle, I'm like, every day I get up and I pinch myself. Because I can't believe that I'm living my dream. Every day. And I remember listening to some personal development stuff one time. It was by Tony Robbins. And it said, what you need to do is you need to design your life. I want you to design a perfect day in your life. A perfect day. And I want you to get emotional about it. When would you wake up? Where are you when you wake up? What's the room look like? Who's sleeping next to you? Where is it at? What's it smell like? What's it feel like? What did you do during that day? How would you like to get up and you don't have anything scheduled? You figure out when you get up, that's when you're going to do what you're going to do. You go talk to your spouse, you talk to your kids. What are you going to do today? And people see me dressed like this and they go, well, that's not professional. I want you to know these are Tommy Bahama shirts. For those of you that don't know, they make the most expensive flowered shirt. But I want to be prepared. You want to design your day. And then my goal for you is to one day live that day. You got to think about it all the time, every day. And then guess what happens when you're really successful? You start putting more than one day together. How many people know what I'm talking about? Now all of a sudden you got 2 days. Yeah, 2 days. Yeah, 3 days. There's people in this room that I've seen speak on stage during this event that I've never seen speak before. If you go on YouTube, put in Dove commercial, D-O-V-E, the soap. And this crushes me. Because they sit down with a professional FBI guy that does sketches to find criminals. And they ask the ladies to please explain yourself. You're identifying yourself. What your eyes look like, what your hair look like, what your chin look like. And then they took the people that loved them and went in and talked to the FBI guy and explained those women. And they put the artist sketchings next to each other. And they put them in front of every woman. And every woman immediately started to cry. Because the way they see themselves is not the way God sees you. It's not the way that the people that you love see you. I'm at Pelican Hills Estate at the grill. And I get these guys that walk in. And they're looking at me and they go, you're always here. Yeah. What do you do? I said, you ever heard of those pyramid things? Yeah, I've heard of them. You ever heard the guy at the top makes all the money? They go, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm that guy. And here's where some of you have limiting beliefs because you don't love yourself and you haven't sold out on this profession. Because I don't want to work with people that don't get it. Some of you are begging people to get in, and then you got to convince them every day that they made a good decision. We could look at your caller ID. How many people you talked today? 22 people talked today. Good job. How many more are already in the business? 21. Why'd you talk to them? Well, they're not sure. Next. And when you talk to successful people, they understand cash flow. They 100% understand cash flow. So you would think hanging out in Newport Coast, which is 1,700 people, one of the most expensive area codes you can live in, zip codes, both. And guess what? A lot of them go, great business model. Excellent business model. Because people understand cash flow. Isn't it funny when you hang around broke auto mechanics, they don't understand cash flow. I didn't understand cash flow. I didn't understand leverage. Residual? What? Be patient with people. I had a guy walk up to me and he said, and last year, at Eric Worre's event, where he said the pyramid thing, I just love that. And I said, how many times you used it? He goes, oh, I can't use that. I go, yeah, you can. How many people have you heard talk on stage this week? And it feels like a week, doesn't it? My God, my brain hurts, and I love it. How many people realize that, brain work is exhausting? People going, you going out? I'm going to bed. I gotta process some of this stuff, man. Crazy. But you want to learn to love yourself. You got to learn to love yourself. You got to learn to love what you do. And you got to design this perfect day that one day you're going to experience. If you don't, you ain't going to get it. One of the number one things that I say to people all the time, they're excited, they're signing their application. These young people. How many people were impressed with the young people that were on stage? You know why? They look at their parents and go, why? I'm not beating up education, but why? Working for somebody else's dream? Why? But I looked at all those young kids and then I got a giggle and a laugh. You know why? Why? Because when I first got my first network marketing company, I was 26. And I seen a guy that was there named Worre. And he was young. And a lady there named Lisa Grossman. And she was young. And another person there named Jeff Roberti. And he was young. Isn't that amazing? Some of the people that you see walk across the stage, they got started when they were 22, 18, 25, 27. There's a lot of crazy people out there like us. You want a neat recruiting tip? Walk up to somebody and say, listen, I need a huge personal favor. Who is the craziest person you know? Why? I'm looking for crazy people. How many people want a whole group of crazy people? Where you're sitting around, you go talk to that person. They go, no problem. If you're the guy, hey, who's that guy that embarrasses you all the time? What do you mean? You're going out, you're just chilling, checking out the scenes. And there's always that person that's in everyone's face. As soon as you walk in the club, they're like, hey, see you guys? And they're like, wham, wham, wham. They're loud, they're obnoxious. All the people that you don't feel comfortable around. How many people remember those people when you're in school? See, I'm that crazy guy. I remember my wife and my kids used to say, Dad, do you have to talk to everybody? We can't even go out to eat. You're hitting the waitress. You're talking to the guys on the table next to you. You're talking to the cash register person. Why do you got to talk to everybody? Hey, how do you like the house you live in? We love it. I'm talking to people. My number one phrase that's made me a bunch of money is I don't mind asking for help. You got to get over yourself. You got to ask for help. Could you do me a huge favor? Could you help me out? Could you please help me out? Because that's what got me in this business. See, I did everything I was told to do, ladies and gentlemen. Is there any people in this room that are pissed? I mean, flat out, you were lied to. How many people love being lied to? See, I was lied to. I was told, go get good grades. Go get a job. Work hard. How many people remember going to their first job? Did you get there early? No matter how hard I worked, it always seemed that God's got a sense of humor. And I put a little bit of money in savings, and then the transmission would go out on the car. And I put a little more in savings, and the water heater would go out. Can I get an amen? Amen. And I was suffering from another disease. Bronchitis. I like the other one. What was the other one? Tuberculosis. I was suffering from bronchitis. Anybody relate? Living paycheck to paycheck. And then all of a sudden you start losing your dreams. And you start... My accountant, through a pay service, wires money into my wife's personal account like clockwork every month. And I don't care what she does with it.
Wow.
She likes me. Women, don't get mad at me. Men, don't get madder at me. Honey, look, I got some checks. I'll deposit them for you. Okay, honey. Do you think she likes depositing my checks? She walks in the bank, they open up a window. Over here, Mrs. Hollis, over here. Yeah. Wife all the time. What do you do? She goes, if I wanted to do something, I would have got married. They go, what? She says, listen, marry for money, you can learn to love. Yeah. I can walk up to anyone, including my family members and people that have been in 14 of my 15 companies. Hey, listen, if you just do me a favor, do you know someone that's crazy? Someone that wants to be better? Someone that wants to live a lifestyle? Yeah, I need to talk to them. Well, what about me? What about you? Why aren't you telling me about the business? I know you. What's that supposed to mean? You would never look at this because you're one of the most closed-minded people I've ever met. I am not! You know what my number one answer for objections are? People go, well, what is this one of those companies? I go, why do you ask that question? What's in your product? Why do you ask that question? I don't have the money to get in. You're a crack up. What credit card do you want to put that on? You were just telling me how you don't like your life, how you're not getting paid enough. I'm teaching you how to start your own business where you can make millions and you go, I don't have any money. You're funny, man. You're a crack up. All right.